Okay. Hey guys, Pet1943X here. It's been a while since my last video and whatever. But I'm starting a new series today where I'm gonna walk you through modeling the Central Pacific Jupiter from the Golden Spike. And this tutorial could be used for any train, but I'm gonna specifically be doing that one and just showing you some tips and tricks. So basically I'm kind of an idiot and I forgot to make the wheels first. So we're just gonna ignore like I never did that, and it's wheel time, baby. Rotation 90, 90, and 90. Okay, so wheels is pretty simple. I like to give them like 96 vertices because it just makes them look a lot better, but you don't have to. It depends on what you're going for with your locomotive. Like if you're doing like the Union Pacific Big Boy, you probably don't want that amount of wheels on your choo-choo train. I'd say that boy ain't right, but so basically, I'm just eyeballing it, which is a heinous crime in the world of Blender. But I don't fucking care. There we go. And it's wheel time, baby. So I'm gonna bring it out to where it shows. It's those are the drive wheels or the bogey wheels, but they're gonna be the same length, so it doesn't matter. Now we're back here. Now it's just where it's an Oreo. Now, so when I do this, I have it lined up, but I'm gonna inset it by 1. I'm gonna Alt left click this, and this will help us in just a minute. I'm also gonna bring it out to where I find it, the flange satisfactory, and there we go. So now there's like this weird looking gap. I'm gonna shift click both of these, and I'm gonna inset it by 1. So this outer thing is gonna be our tire. 2, and then a big one right here, and then I'm gonna Alt click that one and that one, so I can delete the faces. So now we have what resembles a wheel. I'm gonna Alt click. Whoa. I'm gonna Alt click both of these. I'm going to bridge edge loops. And do that on this one. Alright, so now we have our basic wheel with our new wheel. This is pretty good, but we can make it better. So first we're gonna add, please give me my drawing back. There we go. We're going to do mesh cylinder, and we're gonna rotate it on the Z-axis by 90 and on the X-axis by 90. So scale it down, just scaling it down, and then we'll scale it down some more when we can actually see. So this is gonna go right below it. We're gonna try and get it in like the center of this thing, this circle. Bring it forward until it meets the front of your wheels right there. Grab the back of it, and there we go. Okay, so now we are going to now we're going to join these, and if it sticks out like this, just move the face back a little bit until it's like there. Easy as cake. And then so this is the kind of tricky part, because we want it to look good, but also like a reference material. So we can see that it just kind of goes straight. So we're gonna grab around right the center and up here. So you can kind of just guesstimate it almost. Okay. That's what I'd primarily do. This one's one too high. Okay, that looks pretty damn good. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And then we're gonna alt click this one. This isn't working like I wanted to. So the only way this really works is by clicking all of these. So have fun. Boy, I'm sure wish I was doing something else like talking to women right now. That's a lie. That's a lie. Women are scary. This is for my male audience, by the way. This work? Yeah. And bam, like the power of editing, with the power of editing, this thing is finished. And it doesn't look, that's what I want to do. It doesn't look too shabby. So, let's continue. What we're going to do is we're going to grab a cube. Scale that down. And then what this is going to do is this is going to form this part. And on the Jupiter, it comes in and it makes it like almost it makes a triangle at the center of it. So that's what I'm going to be doing for here. Okay. Then this should be at like, this should be inset just by a bit, like right there is pretty good. Grab our loop cut, and you can just eyeball this, so that looks pretty good right there. I'm gonna extrude, scale, and Z. And actually move it back some more. Okay. And bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Y. Oops. And then by X. Scale by Y. We're gonna fill that in. Okay, so I am a neat freak and I like to bevel these edges just a bit. So now that looks pretty alright. And actually maybe I'll unbevel these. Just do one. Yeah. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna go back in here, object, snap, or set origin to 3D cursor. Then yes. Why is there 43? Okay. Hi. There we go. We're just gonna go 360 degrees, and it should have some more. So this one looks like it has 14, and I'm gonna assume because it lines up real well. And then I actually want to fix some stuff on here because I think it looks a little atrocious. You know what? Oh. Okay. I know why it's tripping me up. Because this one should be a little smaller, and it should form to this ring right here. That means that this...
Oh, okay.
You are strong. You are great. I'm none of those. Okay. La di da di da. Do di do di do. Bam. Okay. Alright. And A. Then we're going to use the spin tool. Bam. I moved it back. Now the back looks bad. There we go. Looks great. Maybe. And then to counteract the center things, just gonna go bam, 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 bam. So now, when you look at it from far away, you don't see these poking out and looking funny. So, one last thing I want to do before I finish up this wheel is I want to make this part right here. So this will actually help us make the inside rod that connects the two wheels in a second. So we're going to go just inset that by using I. A little more. Looks pretty good. Okay. No, that's right. You can't see it. Then also, oh yeah, we want to do it on this bottom one. We only want to do the outside, so we'll just inset that, and we're gonna extrude it to about yay. And there's our wheel, and it looks pretty good, I would say. Join these, and we got a choo-choo train wheel. We do need to add the weights though, but I am actually gonna wait, funny pun, to do that because this back one doesn't have weights, but this one does. Those are the weights. Okay, let's get to working on making our stupid other wheel. So actually, I'm gonna hide this for a sec because it's in our way. Object, snap. Cursor to world origin. Object. Set origin to 3D cursor. And then we are just going to mirror this. And because... Wait, hold up. This one lines up with... Okay. It's slightly off, so I'm just going to move both of these at the same time. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna redo that, and we're gonna act like that whole thing never happened, and I don't look like a stupid ass idiot right now. Object set, or I need to stop swearing, guys. Mirror, X cool. Okay, so now that that is all finished, you need to turn this one by. You need to set the origin to center mass surface and rotate it 90 degrees. Wait, or is it the other way? I think it's like this. So, and we're gonna join these two. And because we made this right here, we can bridge those faces, and we have a really solid looking wheel. And we add this picture back in, we copy and paste that, and we just we're gonna eyeball that right here. Again, eyeballing is terrible in the world of 3D modeling, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And those are our 2 wheels. I would like to, I'll add the weights later because it's kind of a pain, and I just really want to focus on getting the chassis done. So let's do that. I'm gonna flip this 180 degrees. Oops. So now it's facing the right way, and I'm going to. Where'd my cube go? Oh, it's really small, so I'm gonna just stretch it out a bit so I can see what I'm doing. And once this is in here, I'll try and line it up the best I can with the reference material. So like I know that this part is probably actually around there, but that's for the top. Can also kind of see when I do that needs to come over more. The thickness of steel should be the same throughout, so it doesn't really matter too much. And you will be able to reline it up once you actually go ahead and do the modeling. And this technique I'm about to show you is not my own personal technique. This is made by someone else on YouTube. If I can find this video, I'll leave a link to it in the description. But you want to shrink this down again. It's about there. That's pretty good. So we are going to, first of all, God damn it, we're going to start by just selecting the bottom and bringing that out. And we'll get this circle detailed in a minute, but once we can just start to get this done, it'll look pretty good. So like, do your basic loop cuts. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Just bringing them down, and you will have a bunch of loop cuts. It's going to be pretty messy when you do it. But I found that this method, I know there's probably quadrillion different methods of doing frames, but I like this one the most for my preference. I sound menacing when I say that. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe I sound like a fucking idiot. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just continue to extrude. Frames are probably one of the easiest things to make when you're doing locomotives. So that helps. So I'm going to delete these once I have everything where it should be. Vertices. I'm going to go back into solid view. Going to just fill in these. This is the easiest one for getting these. Okay, so I did that wrong. This is the easiest way for doing chassis, in my opinion. There we go. Okay. Alright. So, we need to also, once again, bring this part right here down. Put that right there. You know, we'll worry about that later. It's just about getting the fine details down right now. Perfect. Yeah. Kind of oddly satisfying almost. This is like one of the most instant gratification parts on the whole thing. This, I think my last locomotive, which was the Union Pacific 119 other train at Promontory Summit, took me 3 months, but that was off and on, so. Yeah. once again, I'm just gonna eyeball this, but I will come back and fix it when I bring this up. Oh wow, it's actually perfect. Okay, well, that works. Bring that there. Hello? There we go. Then I'm going to do like what we did on the back and do loop cut right there. This one needs to come up a little bit. Crap. There we go. Right there. Of course, yeah, it's like ultra thick, but we'll fix that in a minute. I kind of hate looking at that. It kind of ruined my whole day. But, you know, didn't really. Okay, so now we're just on this long part. Pretty easy. Boom. Okay. That's coming along pretty well. Almost done with the chassis. How am I gonna do this part? Oh, yeah. Stupid. I'm just a little tired right now. Can't tell, but... Okay, so now we're where the cow catcher goes, and I just coincidentally have this part, which actually looks about perfect. And, alright, so that's our bare chassis done. So, we can see that it does look pretty accurate, but it might need to just be scooted over, but we'll fix that in a minute. Let's add it back in our cube, and we need to shrink that to like, let's say it's about pretty good. You can just eyeball it if you want. If you really want, you can get ultra precise, but oh great, and it's off. Wow, thanks. Thanks for nothing, stupid blueprint thing. Alright, let's quick adjustments. Just by looking at it, I can personally tell because I've been around these two trains, this train a lot. That looks pretty good. Alright, anyways, so we're gonna add a cube. And we can tell that these two are our lines. This is actually, you could probably get away with using this one. And I'm actually going to do that with just using this instead of that other blueprint. You know, I could. So we're just going to bring it out. So you can see right here that curves. So I'm going to bevel all of these until I can get something that looks good. Except I did it wrong because I'm not that smart. And we don't want to do, we just want to do the edges. We want to do top and bottom edges. that looks pretty good. Okay, and bring it in to your frame, and it lines up. So we're gonna go here to the frame, add a Boolean modifier, and we're going to do a float or exact, whichever, because sometimes it'll like not fill these in. So there we go. That was pretty easy. And how this is looking right here, so I'm gonna beef it out, even though it might not be too accurate. It just kind of looks better. Okay, so now with our wheels, I'm gonna hide this. Oops. Oh. Hide, and going to object, set origin to 3D cursor, which is at the world origin. I'm going to mirror that X. So now we have exactly cross, and we need to find 2 places to bridge this at. So I'm going to bridge at the front. That's right, they're not joined. Control J, Control J. And typically they'll be bridged at 3 places, but we'll figure out the 3rd one in a later video. Which it should be somewhere in the center where it meets the boiler. There's our very easy wheel and frame tutorial for the Central Pacific Jupiter 60, but could turn it into any train if you wanted to. And yeah, next video is gonna be on the front drive wheels and maybe the pistons, but we'll see. We'll see what I want to do, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.